What is a parabola? It is a quadratic function that has the basic equation of y equals ax squared plus q. The vertex can either be the minimum or the maximum point on the graph. Every parabola has a line of symmetry that goes down through the vertex. So for this project, we have found two parabolas on our own. The first parabola, we called it the bedroom parabola, which we will label BP. The second parabola we found was in the bathroom, and we will call this the washroom parabola, which we will label WP. So here's the parabola. The vertex, line of symmetry. This one has this parabola, your vertex, and your line of symmetry. So for the first parabola that we researched, aka BP for bedroom parabola, we measured it and we found out that it was 60 centimeters wide and it was 16 centimeters high or long. We also found out that it faces down. So now that we have this written out graphically, we need to write down the equation. So again, the standard equation for a parabola is y equals ax minus p squared plus q. So that's our equation. So from what we already know, the vertex is 30, 16. So with that vertex, we know that for our equation, when we plug it in, we get y equals ax minus 30 squared plus 16. So now that we have our equation, we need to find out what our a value is. Okay, so we have to find a, and again, we have our main equation, which is y equals ax minus 30 squared plus 16. So when we have to find a, we need to have in y and an x value from our graph. So when I graphed this, there wasn't really any y or x value other than the vertex, and since we already used this, we're just going to use 0, 0. Because from in the graph, when we had the graph out, the starting point of our graph was 0, 0. So 30 squared plus 16. So when we're going to find a, it's just basic algebra. So you're going to bring this 16 over here, and you're going to make it minus 16 equals a 0 minus 30 squared. So from there, you're going to have to do like BEDMAS, right? So whatever's in the brackets. So you take 0 and then you subtract 30 from it, and then you square it, which gives you 900. So minus 16 equals a 900. So this is like an improper way of writing it, so I'm just going to rewrite it, which gives you 900a. So from here, again, basic algebra. So then you're going to take your coefficient, and then you're going to divide it by 16. So minus 16 over 900 equals a. So I'm not somebody that likes to deal with a lot of fractions. So what I did was I just left it as a decimal. So when I divided negative 16 by 900, I got minus 0.0178 as my a value. So now that we're done all this math, the equation that we get becomes y equals our a value, which was minus 0.0178 bracket x minus 30 squared plus 16. And there you have it. There's our equation for our BP, or bedroom parabola. So now that we have that part done, now we have to list the vertex, the direction of the opening, axis of symmetry, x-intercepts, y-intercept, the domain and range, and then I also have to put this into general form. For this segment of the video, I will be going from standard form, which I labeled SF, to general form. So, for this, the very first thing that I did was I had expanded my brackets. So what I mean is, for my x minus 30 squared, I put it into 2 because squared means like twice itself. So as you can see, I broke up x minus 30 squared into 2 chunks, like so. So from here, we're going to do something called foiling, or some people call it inside with inside, outside with outside. And then you're going to collect like terms, and then you're going to get an equation. So once I foiled, or I did my inside with inside, outside with outside, I got this part of my equation, which came from here. So from here I went to here. So now that I have two like terms, which are these guys, minus 30x and minus 30x. So what I'm going to do is I will add them together because they're alike, they're like terms. So as you can see, when I added minus 30x and minus 30x